What is going on, everybody? I'm here to predict the Week 4 NFL predictions. I'm going to start off with saying last week I did not do so hot. I went 6-10. Well, I hope I do better this week. Anyway, start off with the Thursday night game. We have the Rams and the Vikings, and I don't know what happened to the Vikings last week. They got thoroughly smoked at home by the Bills, who were looking like one of the worst teams in football. And I think they'll do better, but I think the Rams come on top 33-28 because the Rams have looked absolutely amazing this year. Next we have the Jets and Jaguars. Let's see, the Jaguars coming off a disappointing loss at home to the Titans after beating the Patriots. And I think they bounce back and get the win 25-17 because I'm not that impressed with what I've seen from what I've seen from the Jets. I haven't been impressed because they couldn't even beat the Browns. So you have the Patriots and Dolphins. Now, Patriots coming off of two very disappointing performances. They get smoked by the Lions, who get smoked in Week 1 by the Jets, who couldn't even beat the Browns. Anyway, with that being said, though, I don't see the Patriots starting out 1-3. But for Dolphins fans, one thing to be happy about, though, is even if you do lose, you're still going to be on top of the division your record. But I have the Patriots winning this one 22-16. So we have another interesting one, the Eagles and the Titans. The Titans coming off a win at Jacksonville, which was like 9-6, didn't even get into double digits. The defending Super Bowl champions, I have the Eagles taking this one 24-20 because I like what I saw from last week against the Colts. So we have the Texans and the Colts. And the Texans are not doing very good. Deshaun Watson has just been a big disappointment so far. I have the Colts coming on top of this one, 13-10. So we have the Bills and the Packers. Now, Packers, they kind of slumping right now, coming off of that disappointing performance at Washington, and the Bills coming off that win over Minnesota, huge win. Anyway, I was tempted to pick the upset, but I'm going to pick the Packers in this one, 28-21, because it's at Lambeau, and that's a pretty tough place to win at. Next, we have the Lions and the Cowboys. And I got to say, I'm impressed by the Lions last week, beating the Patriots, which is not that easy to do. Although you could say maybe the Patriots kind of come to an end of the dynasty, maybe. But I'm not impressed with what I've seen from the Cowboys this year. So that being said, I have the Lions in this one 25-21. I think they'll continue. And here's a more intriguing one. We got the Buccaneers and the Bears. Bears looking really good this year. They came back against the Cardinals last week and then beat the Seahawks the other week. Again, not two great teams. Anyway, the Buccaneers coming off of a very disappointing loss at home to the Steelers on Monday night. I think the Bears, I have the Bears in this one, 41-31. Could see this one going either way, but I'm picking Chicago because it's at Chicago. So we have the Bengals and the Falcons. The Falcons coming off of an overtime loss to the Saints, and the Bengals coming off of a loss at Carolina. Now the Bengals, if they want to win this game, they got to eliminate the turnovers. The reason they lost was because they committed 4 turnovers against the Panthers. And Atlanta's a tough place to win at. I have the Falcons in this one, 33-23. I think they'll be able to bounce back. Next we have the Cardinals and the Seahawks, which I have the Cardinals in this one, 16-10. You may think that's an upset, but personally, Seahawks aren't that great themselves either. Yes, they do have one win, but that's over who? The Cowboys? And I just don't think, and the Cowboys aren't that good either, so I have the Cardinals finally getting a win. Now, I may regret making this because so far they've disappointed me. So I have the Cardinals in this one, 16-10. Next we have the Browns and the Raiders. The Browns finally got a win for the first time since Christmas Eve of 2016. And this game right here has Slugfest written all over it. The Raiders have not been that impressive this year. They're 0-3. The Browns, I have the Browns in this one, 20-13, although I could see it going either way, but now the Raiders aren't looking too hot. Next we have the Saints and the Giants. And Giants coming off of their first win. First win of the season, which came at Houston last week. And the Saints coming off that win on the road at Atlanta. I have the Saints in this one, 26-15, because I'm not that impressed by the Giants this year. And we have the 49ers and the Chargers. And, well, 49ers, I gotta say, I feel sorry for them because they lost their player they thought was going to be really good, Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Chargers have looked pretty good, although they did come off a loss at the Rams. I gotta say, I picked the Chargers in this one. I don't see it being that close. I have it 34-17. It could be closer, but I don't know. Next we have the Ravens and the Steelers. Steelers coming off of a big win at Tampa Bay, and the Ravens coming off their win over Denver. And this one was tough because Ravens and Steelers games are always tough to predict. Anyway, this one's at Pittsburgh, so I have the Steelers in this one, 30-20. Could see it going either way, but I think the Steelers get it done here. Next we have the Chiefs and the Broncos. And this was a kind of tough one for me to predict. The Broncos are coming off their first loss of the season at Baltimore, and the Chiefs are looking really impressive this year. Anyway, this is actually my upset pick of the week, and I may regret taking this one, but I have Denver in this one, 37-34, although Denver is a pretty tough place to win at, only when they're good, though. And they're 2-0 at home this year, and they started off the season with 2 straight wins at home. I have the Broncos in this one, 37-34 in overtime. That's my upset pick of the week. Well, there you have it, my predictions. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and see you next week.